Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
coming to you live from the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex here on the beautiful campus of the University of Mount Union. You are tuned in to Purple Raider women's basketball here tonight in the regular season home finale for your Purple Raiders as Mount Union plays host to the visiting Muskingum Muskies here tonight. My name's Jacob Attar. Alongside me we have the great Davis Roby, and we got a great matchup here for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like how I mentioned, last home regular season game for the Raiders. They only have one more regular season game after this, so we're really getting into the stretch run, getting ready for the OAC tournament. And Mount Union comes into today, 6th best team in the OAC. Muskingum comes in as the 7th best team in the OAC, so definitely a seeding matchup is at stake here tonight. And first, taking a look at the visiting Muskies. Muskingum's coming in after a loss to the 10th ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, 63-50. They had a few people stand out in that game. They've had a few key contributors all season. Davis, take us through some of the key contributors and some stats here for the Muskingum Muskies.
Yeah, if we're looking overall for the team, it's going to be Taylor Damasio. She's leading the Muskies in points per game with about 12.5, and then also leads the team in rebounds with just under 6 per game, and is also third on the team in assists with just over 1.5. But in the last game against the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, Caitlin Damasio led with 15 points off the bench. Sarah Miller added 11 points and actually forced 19 Baldwin Wallace turnovers, but only shot 31% from the field and got out-rebounded 45-35. So if they want a chance to win this game, I believe forcing those turnovers like they did in the last game against the Yellow Jackets is going to be a key contributor for them today.
Yeah, that's for sure. As Muskingum, like how Davis mentioned, they've been led by Taylor DeMassimo, and lately Caitlin DeMassimo. She's actually a freshman. She's the younger sister of Taylor. So those two have been doing a really good job of keeping Muskingum in a few games here down the stretch. They have unfortunately lost 4 of their last 5 games. They come in today 9-12, but they're playing very competitive basketball. They're averaging as a team around 67 points per game and giving up around 70. So they've lost a bunch of close matchups here this season. And so a big chance for them here tonight to potentially move up in the OAC standings. And meanwhile, for your Purple Raiders, they're right ahead of Muskingum, coming into today's game at 8-12 and 5-9 in the OAC. And they're coming off a big victory against Capital, down in Capital, 57-45. Davis, who stood out in that game to you, and who are some players to look out for here tonight?
Yeah, overall for the Purple Raiders, we're going to be looking at Emma Cannon. For the season, she leads the team in scoring with about 13.5 a game, and is also second on the team in rebounds with just under 5.5 a game. But let's not forget about the senior Izzy Palamone, as she is second on the team in points per game with just under 10, and leads the team in rebounds per game with exactly 7. But in their last game out against the Capital Comets, Emma Cannon led the Raiders with 23 points, 7 rebounds, and also had 4 3-pointers, as Izzy Palamone added 9 points and a career-high 15 rebounds, as Mount Union out-rebounded Capital 47-27, but only shot 32% from the field as a team, but also did a great job on the defensive side of the ball as they held Capital to 29% from the field. So better defensive efforts overall for the Purple Raiders in the last game. If they continue that, I believe it's a winning recipe for a win tonight.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more with you there, partner. Mount Union, they only put up 57 points in their last win, and they only put up 33 points in their loss right before this last win against Capital, but the defense really stepped up in a big way, only giving up 45 points to the Capital Comets. We'll see if they can keep up that defensive intensity here tonight as they try to actually clinch the 6th seed in the upcoming OAC tournament with a win here this evening. So we're going to take a short break here on the women's basketball live stream for the national anthem and get you all set with starting lineups for the Mount Union women's basketball team as they play host to the Muskingum Muskies. back here getting you ready for the Muskingum Muskies to take on your Mount Union Purple Raider women's basketball team here this evening. But before we get set for game action, let's take a look at the starting lineups here tonight. First, for the visiting Muskies, they are led by third-year head coach Aaron Eaton. And their starting lineup consists of the freshman guard from nearby Southeast High School in Deerfield, Ohio, number 1, Holly Moorhead. The senior guard from Triway High School in Worcester, Ohio, number 21, Tanner Worth. The sophomore guard from Norwayne High School in Sterling, Ohio, number 22, Taylor DeMassimo. Her sister also gets to start here tonight, the freshman guard from Sterling, Ohio, Norwayne High School, number 23, Caitlin DeMassimo. And rounding out that starting five for the Muskingum Muskies is the senior forward from Lake High School in Uniontown, Ohio, number 33, Sarah Miller. And now taking a look at the starting lineup here tonight for your Purple Raiders. They are led as always by 17th year head coach Susie Vanette. And this starting lineup consists of the junior guard from Dalton, Ohio, number 5, Emma Cannon. The senior point guard from Kenston High School in Chagrin Falls, Ohio, number 10, Corinna Maynard. The senior forward from Franklin Regional High School in Murraysville, Pennsylvania, number 21, Izzy Palomon. The junior guard from Gahanna Lincoln High School in Blacklick, Ohio, number 22, Madison Hensley. And rounding out that starting five for your Purple Raiders is the sophomore forward from Smithville, Ohio, number 34, Sarah Meach. As both teams get set here tonight for some Wednesday night hoops action. Last home regular season game for the women's basketball team this season. And if the OAC tournament were to start here today, now the standings are definitely not final, but this is just a hypothetical here, the Mount Union women's basketball team would actually be traveling down to Marietta as the OAC tournament is set to begin next week. And so every game crucial here down the stretch as the Raiders try to clinch that 6th seed here tonight. So it'll be Izzy Palomon and Sarah Miller jumping here as we are underway here at the MAC, and that's into the hands of Caitlin DeMassimo. DeMassimo will give that one off to Tanner Worth. Worth now over to Taylor DeMassimo as around the perimeter they go. Moorhead now will give that one up to Worth. Worth feeds DeMassimo down low inside. Nice extra pass over to the open Sarah Miller, whose shot's no good. Rebound Raiders. Yeah, that was a good pass right there from DeMassio over to Miller. Found herself wide open, just couldn't hit the shot for the Muskies. And at the other end, Madison Hensley puts up a three for the Raiders. That one's just short, and the rebound to the Muskies. So now Taylor DeMassimo drives. She goes up for the layup, and she gets the first 2 points here on the evening. DeMassio just had the quicker step right there in the situation and drove it all the way in for the Muskies. So the Muskies strike first here on top 2-0 in this one as Hensley now with it. Hensley will give that up to Emma Cannon. Cannon now with it on the perimeter, she gives it up to Palomon. Palomon wants to feed Meach down low inside. That pass just a little bit too wide there for Sarah. It's going to be a turnover for the Raiders. Yeah, and Izzy Palomon trying to get that ball down low to Sarah Meach, but yet again, DeMassio doing a great job of deflecting that ball out of bounds, even though Sarah Meach did hit it last. So Hallie Moorhead brings it up here. She will give that off to Tanner Worth. Worth drives inside. She kicks that one out to Sarah Miller, and Miller hits the shot there from the elbow. Yeah, Miller just found herself wide open at the free throw line. Saw her taking those shots earlier in warm-ups and did a good job in converting. And at the other end, Emma Cannon gets the Raiders on the board there with a casual three, and the Raiders now trailing in this one 4-3. As Hallie Moorhead now, as the Raiders come out in a press, they're able to get it past half court. Tanner Worth, she takes a hard fall there as she was hit by Madison Hensley. So that's going to be Hensley's first personal foul, first team foul of the quarter. Yeah, Hensley trying to be aggressive there, trying to deflect or even steal the ball away from the Muskies. Just a little too much body on that play. So Tanner Worth now with it. She'll give it up to DeMassimo, who feeds Miller down low inside. Miller goes up for the shot. That's too strong off the glass. Rebound to Meach. Yep, good defense right there from Izzy Palomon. Stuck her hands up. Just did everything she could do on that play. Maynard pump fakes and kicks it back out to Meach, who swings it cross court over to Hensley. Hensley now puts it on the floor and gives it up to Cannon. Cannon with a nice crossover here. She dishes it out to Palomon. Palomon now over to Maynard. Maynard fires up a three this time. That one's in and out. Fight for the rebound, and the Muskies are going to come up with it. So Taylor DeMassimo brings it up now for the Muskies. She kicks that out to her sister Caitlin. It's Caitlin now over to Miller. Miller now drives, goes up once more for the layup. It's no good. Rebound Palamone.
Yep, Miller did a good job of trying to get Palamone a little uneasy and off her feet right there. But Palamone sticking all the way against Miller and did a good job of defending.
Palamone now with it down low in the post. She goes up strong for the shot. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. DeMassimo comes up with it.
Yeah, and Miller returning the favor right there on Palamone, just suffocating Palamone in the post. Good work.
Taylor DeMassimo swings it over to Moorhead. As Moorhead now over to Worth. Worth down low inside to Caitlin DeMassimo, and DeMassimo's shot is up and in, makes it 6-3 Muskingum.
Yeah, and Caitlin DeMassimo, with just that little hook shot right there, nice and easy off the glass and in.
Maynard gives it to Hensley, who pump fakes and drives, puts it up strong off the glass, and the bank shot's good there for Madison Hensley.
Yeah, beautiful right there from Hensley. Stop and go, like you said, Jacob, and just put it in off the bank shot.
Tanner Worth is able to weave her way through that Mount Union press. She swings out to Moorhead, who fires up the open three. That's short. Rebound Emma Cannon. Cannon's going to bring things up here for the Raiders. 3.5 minutes into this one. Muskingum on top 6-5 as Cannon drives, goes up for the layup. That one's no good, but she was fouled right there as Caitlin DeMassimo gets her with the body, and Emma Cannon heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, Emma Cannon with the quick step right there. Found the lane, drove all the way to the basket, just couldn't convert it, but is up at the line for two.
And almost an entirely new five out here for the Raiders. Cannon's going to Stowe, but Maddie Miles, Jenna Reppart, Lainey Ziegler, and Kelsey Glass are all going to see their first action here tonight for the Raiders, as Cannon hits her first free throw to tie things up here at 6, and Abby Jones, she sees her first action here this evening for Muskingum. As Cannon's second free throw is up and in. Mount Union with their first lead here tonight. They're on top 7-6 in this one. As once more Mount Union comes out with a press, DeMassimo is able to break it. She swings it out to Abby Jones. Jones pump fakes, and she definitely shuffled her shoes right there. Couldn't really corral herself in time, and that's going to be a turnover for Muskingum.
Yeah, great hustle there by Kelsey Glass in order to get herself from one side of court to the other and put some defensive pressure right there on Jones. As you said, Jacob shuffled her feet, causes the turnover.
Ziegler will kick that one over to Cannon. Cannon now looking where to go with it. She will kick it over to Kelsey Glass, and down low inside, they're going to say Jenna Reppart was fighting for inside post position with Abby Jones. They're going to call her for the offensive foul, so the ball goes back to Muskingum. And a substitution here for Muskingum is Casey Smith, the junior from Orange High School. We'll see her first action here tonight. As right on cue, Smith has it on the perimeter. She will give that up to DeMassimo. DeMassimo now drives, kicks it back out to Jones. Jones now over to Moorhead. Moorhead fakes, drives, goes up for the scoop shot. No good. Rebound Maddie Miles.
Good effort right there from Moorhead. Found the lane, just couldn't put it in for the Muskies.
Emma Cannon now on the perimeter. She drives. Nice defense by Moorhead. Cannon goes up strong for the shot. It's no good. And they're going to call Kelsey Glass here with an over-the-back foul. And the ball will go back once more to Muskingum.
Yeah, Glass really wanting that rebound from that missed shot off of Emma Cannon, and just a little too aggressive right there for the Purple Raiders.
As Katie Clark checks in here for the Raiders, as Emma Cannon takes a seat. As it will be Moorhead bringing it up now, guarded closely here by Maddie Miles. She will hand that one off to Tanner Worth as Worth looks to go to work on Ziegler. She goes up for the shot. That one's good. Muskingum regains the lead here, 8-7.
Beautiful move right there from Worth. Did a little spin move to get herself free and easy up with the layup.
Great ball movement here by the Raiders as Reppart kicks it out to the open Katie Clark. And Clark can't hit the three, and then they're going to call Maddie Miles here with the personal foul. That's going to be the third team foul of the quarter now for Mount Union, and Miles is first.
Yeah, Miles trying to get the rebound right there off the missed shot from Katie Clark, but was a little too aggressive with boxing out against Casey Smith, which was the result of that foul.
So Moorhead will hand it off to Worth. Worth thought about the three. She instead drives, goes up for the layup. That's no good. Rebound Ziegler.
Worth yet again doing a nice job of getting someone off their feet, using that little pump fake and in, and find the lane for the Muskies.
As Miles is able to save it right there, she goes up to Kelsey Glass, and Glass drives into the lane, puts up the shot, gets it to go, and she's fouled. So Kelsey Glass with the and one opportunity here.
Yeah, Glass finishing through the contact, and did a good job of just getting the ball up and doing something with it.
So 4:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Mount Union back on top now 9-8, and make it 10-8 as Kelsey Glass converts on the and one, and the Raiders have a 2-point lead here as Caitlin DeMassimo will re-enter the game for the Muskingum Muskies. She will inbound it now for Muskingum as Mount Union once more comes out with their press, but they're able to break it here quite easily as Jones goes up for the layup, and Abby Jones with her first 2 points tonight ties things up at 10.
Yeah, even with Jenna Reppart right there in the post, did not bother Abby Jones. She took it straight up with the layup and in for the Muskies.
Miles tried to feed Jenna Reppart right there, but Reppart was pushed from behind by number 23, Caitlin DeMassimo. They're going to get DeMassimo there with the foul, and that's actually going to be her second personal foul, third team foul here of the quarter, and DeMassimo is going to take a seat as Sarah Miller will return here for Muskingum. Ziegler inbounds it now for Mount Union. She will inbound it to Katie Clark. Clark now looking to go to work in the post. She dumps it back out to Ziegler. Ziegler now fires up a three. That one's no good. Right into the hands of Tanner Worth. Worth now gives it up to Smith. Smith will give it up to Jones. Jones goes up for the layup. It's too strong off the glass. Rebound Miles.
And good help defense right there from Kelsey Glass to Jenna Reppart. Two people on Jones in that sequence, which cost her to miss the layup.
Katie Clark now on the perimeter. She gives it up to Ziegler. Ziegler over to Reppart. Reppart fires up the three. That one's good, and Jenna Reppart gives the Raiders a 3-point lead here.
Yeah, Reppart found herself wide open on the 3-point line and swished it in for the Purple Raiders.
It's 13-10 now as Tanner Worth's floater is no good. Miles once again corrals the rebound as Ziegler brings things up now for Mount Union. Ziegler now slows things down here for the Raiders as they have their largest lead of 3 here tonight. Miles now goes down low inside, up for the shot that's no good. Rebound, Hallie Moorhead. Moorhead now pushes the pace. She gives it up to Jones. Jones with the crossover move. She kicks out to Miller, who pump fakes, puts it on the floor, but Maddie Miles was there for the jump ball. Nice heads-up play by her. Possession arrow to Mount Union as well.
Yeah, and even with Miles not having that best shot on the offensive side of the ball, picks herself up on defense, forcing the jump ball against Sarah Miller. And like you said, Jacob, result in Mount Union ball.
So Kenzie Bicking will see her first action here tonight for Muskingum. Emma Cannon, Sarah Meach, Day-Day Nash, Madison Hensley, and Izzy Palomar make up a new 5 for the Raiders as Cannon puts up a 3. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Meach is on the floor. She has it. Great hustle there. Fight for the extra possession as Cannon now fires up another 3 in the second time's a charm right there. Emma Cannon from downtown.
Beautiful hustle right there from Sarah Meach. Really kept that whole play alive. Ended up finding Emma Cannon on the 3-point line and swished it in for the Raiders.
At the other end, Moorhead tries to return the favor, but that's no good. Jones, though, with the extra possession here for Muskingum as Bicking fires up a 3, and that one's good, and Kenzie Bicking off that bench makes it 16-13 Mount Union.
And like Sarah Meach on the other side of the ball, Abby Jones comes up in the same situation, finds Bicking off the 3-point line and in for the Muskies.
Palamone goes up for the layup right there. She was able to blow past Sarah Miller and gets to the rim 4-2 for Mount Union. And Emma Cannon comes away with the steal here off the press as well. Now she kicks it out to Madison Hensley. Hensley fires up a 3. That's no good. Cannon, though, corrals the offensive rebound. Thought about the shot now and kicks it out to Day-Day Nash. Nash now drives, goes up with the floater. That's no good. Rebound to Palamone. The Raiders with a lot of hustle here, and they're going to draw the foul as well. Hallie Moorhead's going to get called for the reach in. 4th team foul of the quarter here now for Muskingum. First on Moorhead. So the Raiders really fighting for some extra possessions here as they find themselves on top now, 18-13 in this one. And Muskingum almost inbounded the ball right there despite it being Mount Union basketball, trying to get away with some trickery there. Nonetheless, Day-Day Nash is going to inbound it here from underneath the basket. So Nash looking to inbound it. She will inbound it to Emma Cannon. Cannon now hands it off to Hensley. Hensley over to Nash. Nash is guarded closely here by Jones. There's 15 on the shot clock. Jones is going to get called for the kickball violation. It's going to remain Mount Union ball.
Yeah, and Abby Jones doing a great job of just trying to do something against the pass from Day Nash. Uses her foot. Good defensive awareness right there for the Muskies.
So Caitlin DeMassimo with her 2 personal fouls re-enters the game here for Muskingum, and Tanner Worth will also return as Hensley drives, goes up strong for the layup. That one's good. Raiders on top now by 7. And a timeout is going to be called now by Aaron Eaton as the Raiders have their largest lead of the night so far. They're on top in this one, 20-13. Emma Cannon with 8 quick points now for Mount Union. Davis, what are you liking so far from the Mount Union Purple Raiders?
Mount Union's been doing a great job of not giving up on the offensive side of the ball, as currently they're shooting 41% compared to Muskingum's 40%. But the glaring difference is the three-point line. Both shooting 33%, but Muskingum 1 for 3 from 3. Raiders 3 for 9 from 3, as well as the free throw battle. Muskingum has not been to the line yet, as Mount Union has been to the line 3 times in this first quarter so far. So obviously, Mount Union doing some good things on the offensive side of the ball.
And also, too, they're going to say that on that last possession, Muskingum had their foot out of bounds on the inbound, so Mount Union gets the possession out of the timeout here. Day Nash throws it in the backcourt to Meach. Meach will give it right back to Nash, as Izzy Palamone now has it on the perimeter. Palamone right back over to Day. She gives it up to Hensley. Hensley now over to Emma Cannon, as there's 16 on the shot clock here. Cannon picks up her dribble and kicks it over to Hensley. Hensley now back out to Nash. Nash fires a wide open 3. That's in and out. Rebound Meach. Meach goes up for the layup. She's going to draw the personal right there on Kenzie Bicking. That will send Sarah Meach to the free throw line.
And the ball movement right there from the Raiders was a little shaky until towards the end of the shot clock when Day Nash found herself wide open. Sarah Meach does a great job of getting that rebound from the missed shot, taking it right back up as she goes down the line for 2 for the Raiders.
So Meach is looking for her first point here tonight. She's able to get it. And it's now 21-13 Mount Union here with just over a minute to go here in this first quarter. Meach's second free throw is up. That's also good. Mount Union on top by 9 now in this one. As Smith will inbound it. It's stolen once again by Emma Cannon. This press is paying dividends for the Raiders as Paloma now kicks out to the wide open Sarah Meach for the open 3. That one's good. Beautiful ball movement. The Raiders on top by 12.
And that all started with an Emma Cannon steal, as the Raiders with some tremendous ball movement, like you said, Jacob, which led to that Sarah Meach open 3.
Worth kicks it over to DeMassimo, who tries to return the favor. That's no good. Rebound Emma Cannon. The Raiders starting to gain a little bit of separation here now on top by 12 as Cannon looks to drive. Picks up her dribble, but she didn't gather herself quite in time. It's a turnover there, a traveling violation.
Yeah, Emma Cannon trying to do something a little too much right there. As like you said, Jacob shuffled her feet, causes the turnover.
So now 29 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And Muskingum with possession here. There's about a 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock. But right there, Casey Smith, she tries to drive on Day Nash. She's going to draw the personal. And so that'll just be the 4th team foul of the quarter here now for Mount Union. And off the inbound here, Miller will give that one up to Tanner Worth. Worth now swings it in the corner to DeMassimo. DeMassimo down low inside to Miller. Miller looking to go to work. She puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebound Palamone.
Yep, good defense by Palamone. Stuck her hands up. Did everything she could defensively and did a good job of disrupting that shot.
So 5 seconds left. Emma Cannon fires up a shot from the baseline. That one's good. Ends a really strong start on the offensive end for the Purple Raiders. As Emma Cannon with 10 points now in this one. Mount Union ends the quarter with the 27-13 lead over the Muskies. And Davis, what really went well in that first quarter for the Raiders?
Yeah, Jacob, you said it. The offensive side of the ball has been really good so far in this first quarter for the Raiders. 45% from the field, 36% from 3, but a more notable point in this game, every time the Raiders have been up to the free throw line, they have hit their free throws, as they are 5 for 5 in the first quarter and in the game tonight, as well as winning the rebound battle with 14 total rebounds compared to Muskingum's 8, and actually have 3 more offensive rebounds than Muskingum does in the game as well. So doing a great job of not giving up on the offensive side of the ball and really pushing hard in order to get those points up on the board.
Yeah, that's for sure, as The Raiders have really come out with this strong offensive start led by Emma Cannon here tonight. She already has 10 points in this one. And the Raiders have not been shy to shoot from the three-point line. It's been paying dividends so far. Cannon herself, 2 for 3 from the three-point line to start out this one. Raiders playing with a lot of pace on the offensive side of the ball, and it is paying off right now as the Raiders have doubled up Muskingum at the end of this quarter. Now, the women's basketball team isn't the only team that's facing Muskingum here tonight, as the men's basketball team is down in New Concord right now, taking on the Muskies. And with 11:55 left to go in the first half in that one, the Purple Raiders are on top 17-14. As taking a look at some stats for the men's basketball team, Braden Poole is leading all Raiders with 7 points in that one. But we are underway here, second quarter action, as Tanner Worth fires up a three, and that's how we'll get things started here in the second quarter. Worth hits it from downtown for Muskingum.
Yeah, Worth using a little bit of a screen right there, freed up a ton of space for her to set her feet and hit that three-pointer for the Muskies.
At the other end now, Izzy Palamone has it on the perimeter for the Raiders. It's Palamone, Hensley, Cannon, Maddie Miles, and Corinna Maynard to start this second quarter for Mount Union. As Hensley gives it up to Emma Cannon. Cannon now down low inside. Nice catch there by Miles. As Miles, though, with 6 seconds on the shot clock, kicks it over to Cannon. Cannon's shot is short. Rebound there, Jones. Abby Jones pushes the pace now, and she will kick it over to Miller, who swings it over to Worth. Worth now right back on the perimeter to Jones. Jones will find Casey Smith. Smith looks to drive here on Maddie Miles. She goes up for the shot. That one's good, and Casey Smith makes it 5 quick points here in this quarter for Muskingum.
Smith did a great job of ignoring all the pressure the Raiders brought onto her. She went up with 2 defenders and put it in.
As Corinna Maynard tries to cut towards the basket right there, Hensley just couldn't get the pass to her as it's knocked out of bounds. Will remain Purple Raider basketball as Kelsey Glass and Jenna Reppert will return here for Mount Union. And for the Muskingum Muskies, it will be Caitlin DeMassimo returning once more. Maynard inbounds it from underneath the basket, and she will inbound it now to Emma Cannon. Cannon hands it off to Glass. Glass will hand it right back off to Maynard. Maynard now looks to feed Maddie Miles down low in the post. Miles now goes up strong. The nice post move there from Miles. She gets to the rim for 2.
Just got the extra step in the post. Miles did, like you said, Jacob, and laid it in for the Purple Raiders.
As a nice pass right there from DeMassimo out to Jones, who feeds it right back inside to DeMassimo. She gathers herself just in time as Caitlin DeMassimo puts up the shot and puts it in for Muskingum. Now at the other end, Cannon, she fires up a quick three. That's no good. Right into the hands of Jenna Reppert, though, but her second chance opportunity is no good. Rebound to Smith. Smith now pushes the pace, goes coast to coast for Muskingum. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound to Emma Cannon. Cannon now gives it up to Maynard as both teams playing with a lot of pace to start this second quarter. It's down low inside now to Jenna Reppert. Reppert fakes it, kicks it back out to Cannon. Cannon now takes a screen from Maddie Miles and swings it back over to Maynard in the corner. Maynard now with 13 on the shot clock looks to drive baseline and finds a cutting Emma Cannon, but Cannon just couldn't corral that pass. It'll be a turnover back to Muskingum.
Yeah, good idea right there from Maynard to Cannon. As like you said, Jacob, Cannon cutting to the basket was going to end up with a nice layup if they connected there on that pass.
Casey Smith brings it up now for Muskingum. They trail in this one 29-20 with 7:40 to go here in the half as DeMassimo fires up a three. That's in and out. Last touched right there, they're going to say, by Caitlin DeMassimo. And so the ball will go back to Mount Union. As Katie Clark will return here for your Purple Raiders. And checking back in for Muskingum will be number 1, Hallie Moorhead. As Corinna Maynard takes a screen from Jenna Reppert, and she will give it up to Maddie Miles. Miles now on the perimeter, looks to drive, stops, fires up the mid-range shot. That one's good. Nice spin move there by Maddie Miles, who gets the shot to go.
Beautiful move there, Jacob. Miles stopping on a dime, turning around, nice fadeaway as she knocks it in for the Purple Raiders.
Abby Jones now will kick it out to Tanner Worth. Worth looking where to go with it. She kicks it right back to Jones. Jones now swings it over to DeMassimo, who finds Worth once more on the perimeter. Worth now will feed Caitlin DeMassimo. DeMassimo goes up for the shot. That one's good, and Caitlin DeMassimo makes it 31-22 Mount Union.
Yeah, Caitlin DeMassimo just getting good, better footwork right there against Izzy Palamone, or excuse me, against Jenna Reppert right there in the post, up and in for the Muskies.
As Kelsey Glass now gives it up to Katie Clark. Clark will give it up to Kelsey Glass once more. Glass now swings out to Maynard. Maynard fires up the open three. That one's no good. Rebound into the hands of DeMassimo. DeMassimo now will give it up to Abby Jones. Jones right back over to Caitlin DeMassimo. DeMassimo now looking to drive on Miles. She swings it out to her sister Taylor, and Taylor's shot is wide and long, and that one will be rebounded by Katie Clark. Clark now looking to cross over. It's almost stolen by Moorhead, but she gets it over to Maynard. Maynard now down low inside to Maddie Miles. Miles puts it on the floor. Now she's dived on the floor, able to keep the possession alive. She kicks it out to Katie Clark, who hits the open mid-range shot.
Yeah, Maddie Miles all hustle right there. Kept with it, like you said, Jacob. Found Katie Clark wide open for the mid-range and in for the Purple Raiders.
Tanner Worth goes up strong at the other end for Muskingum. Gets a quick 2 to go. It's now 33-24 Raiders.
Yeah, even with Corinna Maynard all over her, did not stop Tanner Worth on that drive right there. Beautiful by the senior.
Maynard nearly falls down, but she kicks it out to Repert, but Repert's pass is stolen away by Jones. And now it'll be DeMassimo bringing it up here, as Moorhead now gives it right back to DeMassimo on the give and go. DeMassimo goes up for the layup. It's no good. Gets her own rebound now. Now Moorhead kicks out to Worth. Worth fires up the open three. That's short. Rebound Kelsey Glass. As Corinna Maynard now brings it up for Mount Union. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Raiders on top by 9. As Katie Clark puts it on the floor, she drives. Shot's too strong off the glass. Rebound to Moorhead. Moorhead now brings it up. Looks to go coast to coast for Muskingum. And she's going to draw the foul here. The first foul of the quarter. As Corinna Maynard's going to get called for the reach-in foul. And Holly Moorhead is going to head to the line for 2.
Yeah, Susie Vanette not too happy with that call right there, as she doesn't believe Corinna Maynard fouled Haley Moorhead right there on that play. Nonetheless, she is up at the line for 2.
So it'll be Bailey Bishop returning, or seeing her first action, my apologies, here tonight for Muskingum, as Moorhead's shot is no good. Score remains 33-24 as Hensley, Sarah Meach, Izzy Palamone, and Emma Cannon will all return here for the Raiders, as will Lainey Ziegler. Ziegler now brings it up here for Mount Union, as the Raiders are on top in this one, 33-25. It's Cannon now with it on the perimeter. She puts it on the floor and kicks it out to Ziegler. Ziegler now will swing it back over to Madison Hensley. Hensley now down low inside. She feeds Emma Cannon. Cannon looks to go to work, puts up the shot, and she gets fouled right there by Casey Smith. So Emma Cannon will head to the free throw line here for 2.
Yeah, Smith sticking her hands up in the air, saying that she didn't foul Emma Cannon right there on the shot. Nonetheless, refs did call it a foul, as Cannon is up at the line for 2.
Cannon's been shooting the ball so well from the free throw line this year. Continues here as well. She's now 3 for 3 in this one. It makes it 34-25. Cannon with now 11 points here in this first half. And that second free throw is up and good as well. So the Raiders regain a double-digit lead here. They're now on top 35-25 in this one. As Worth now with it. She will swing on over to Smith. Smith over to Abby Jones. Jones now looks to drive on Meach, goes up for the layup, and a nice strong take right there by Abby Jones for 2.
Jones ignored the pressure right there set by Sarah Meach. Laid it up strong for the Muskies and in.
Cannon kicks it over to Palamone, who swings it right back to Cannon. Cannon now gives it up to Hensley, who puts it on the floor, fires up the mid-range. It's no good. Rebound. Meach fights for it, and they're going to say it was last off Sarah Meach. Ball will go back to Muskingum. So great hustle right there by Sarah Meach as she tried to keep that possession alive, but they're going to say it was last off her, and Abby Jones is now going to inbound it for Muskingum. Now Tanner Worth bringing it up here, guarded by Lainey Ziegler. Worth now has her pass stolen right there. Great heads-up play by Lainey Ziegler. Ziegler now looking to go to work on Jones. She puts up the layup, and it's good. Defense turns to offense as Lainey Ziegler has a chance for an and-one opportunity here.
Beautiful sequence right there from Ziegler. Like you said, Jacob did a nice job of stealing the ball, getting it, and going up strong against Abby Jones in the post. Puts it in for the Raiders and goes up for that and-one opportunity for the Raiders.
So Jones takes a seat and Caitlin DeMassimo returns here for the Muskies as Ziegler completes the and one play. She has 3 points now in this one. So the Raiders on top 38-27. Moorhead now looks to drive on Ziegler. Nice extra pass down low inside to Bailey Bishop, who gets to the rim for 2.
Izzy Palamone coming around with the help defense, but Haley Moorhead doing a great job of finding the open person in the post.
At the other end, Izzy Palamone returns the favor on Bishop as she's able to free herself up for the easy layup. Raiders now on top 40-29 in this one as Worth breaks the press, kicks it over to Casey Smith. Smith now over to DeMassimo, who steps into a 3 that's well short, right into the hands of Emma Cannon. Cannon brings it up now for Mountain Union. 3 minutes left to go in the half. The Raiders on top by 11 as Hensley now swings it back over to Emma Cannon. Cannon over to Sarah Meach as Meach now finds the cutting Emma Cannon, who puts up the layup that's no good. Rebound to Muskingum. DeMassimo brings it up now for the Muskies as she kicks it over to Worth. Worth now puts it on the floor. Extra pass over to Smith. Smith looks to drive, has it knocked out of her hands, but into Moorhead's hands, who turns the ball over to Sarah Meach. Ziegler now brings it up for the Raiders. She steps into a casual 3. That's short. And Cannon, though, is able to save possession right into the hands of DeMassimo. It's DeMassimo now trying to get the long outlet pass out to Tanner Worth. And Ziegler was there. She knocks it out of bounds. Will remain Muskingum basketball.
Yeah, a few wild sequences right there from both teams. Trying to put the ball in the basket, but just couldn't, as the defense for both teams stepped up on those last few possessions.
So Taylor DeMassimo returns here for the Muskies. Day-Day Nash, Jenna Reppert, Maddie Miles, Kelsey Glass all return for Mountain Union. As Taylor DeMassimo puts it on the floor here, swings it over to Caitlin DeMassimo. Down low inside to Bishop. Nice extra pass out to Smith. Smith puts up the shot. It's too strong off the glass into the hands of Cannon. Cannon now gives it up to Day-Day Nash as Nash drives baseline, swings it over off the hands of Jenna Reppert into the hands of Glass, who couldn't get the layup to go.
Would have been an amazing play right there. Even though Reppert was unaware, Kelsey Glass should have finished that shot.
As Taylor DeMassimo steps into a deep 3, that's no good. Rebound to Reppert. Reppert now gives it up to Day-Day Nash. Nash, cross-court pass over to Glass, who fires up the open 3. That's no good, but into the hands of Maddie Miles, who kicks it out to the open Reppert from mid-range. It's no good again. The rebound to DeMassimo as crazy sequences here lately. Aaron Eaton's going to call a timeout, trying to slow things down for both teams. So Raiders on top in this one, 40-29 with 1:24 left to go in the half. Davis, what do the Raiders need to do right here? They're kind of hitting offensive low. What do they need to do on the offensive side of the ball to try to get some of these shots to go?
They've been doing a good job of getting open in the post and in the mid-range area, as well as the three-point line. They're just not converting on their shots, as they're shooting 38, almost 39% from the floor, and 4 from 15 from the three-point line, which is at a 26% clip. But the most important battle they're winning right now, other than the rebound battle, is the free throw battle, as every single time, yet again, like I said earlier, the Raiders have been up to the free throw line. They have been able to hit every single free throw so far, 8 for 8 in the game. If they hadn't made those 8 free throws, Jacob, it would only be a 3-point game instead of an 11-point game. So good for the Raiders in improving their free throw percentage shooting in this game today.
Yeah, that's for sure, as the Raiders have been shooting the ball well at the free throw line this far in this one. As Moorhead brings it up now for Muskingum out of the timeout. She kicks it over to DeMassimo. DeMassimo tried to feed it down low inside, but it's stolen away there by Day-Day Nash. Nash looks to go coast to coast. Her layup's too strong off the glass into the hands of DeMassimo. Abby Jones now, who checks back in for Muskingum, will give that one up down low inside to Caitlin DeMassimo, whose shot's partially blocked right there. She gets her own miss though and swings it out to DeMassimo. As now Moorhead puts it on the floor, looks to go to work, and that one's going to be stolen away there by Jenna Reppert. As Emma Cannon now gives it up to Maddie Miles on the break. Miles goes up for the layup and gets a fast break score for the Raiders.
Yeah, and good find right there from Emma Cannon to Maddie Miles, wide open on that fast break and in for the Raiders.
And off the inbounds pass, it's stolen away there by the Raiders, and Emma Cannon gets to the rim for the 2 off the nice steal.
Maddie Miles, a defensive anchor for this team, doing a wonderful job of stealing that ball, getting it to Emma Cannon and in for the Purple Raiders.
As Moorhead goes coast to coast, but it's blocked right there by Reppert. as Jenna Ruppert comes up with the clutch block there for Mount Union with 15 seconds left to go here in the half.
Moorhead did a great job of driving down the court, getting herself an opportunity against Rephart, but Rephart just the bigger person in that situation as she sends that shot away from Moorhead.
Haley Haywood and Katie Clark will enter the game here for the final 15 seconds of this first half for the Raiders. It's off the inbound. Bishop goes up for the layup. That's no good. They're going to say it was last off Muskingum. The ball will go back to Mount Union here with 12 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, Haley Haywood just checked into the game and just made a great contribution right there on the defensive side of the ball, really interfering with Bailey Bishop's shot right there.
Day-Day Nash now with 5 seconds left to go in the half, gives up to Reppert. Reppert puts up the shot with 3 seconds left. No good. Fight for the rebound, but time expires here in the first half. But a nice first half for the Purple Raiders in this one as they find themselves on top of the Muskingum Muskies 44-29. Davis, what did you really like the most there in that first half from the Raiders?
You know, even though the Raiders have been shooting the ball a lot and missing a fair amount of shots, they've been doing a good job of getting to the free throw line and making them when they count it, as they are 8 from 8 or 100% from the free throw line, but they're also doing a great job of creating turnovers as Muskingum finishes the half with 10 turnovers compared to Mount Union's 5. And Mount Union 3 blocks, Muskingum 0. Just doing a really good job on the defensive side of the ball as well. Also leads the game in steals with 8 compared to Muskingum's 1.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself right there. The Raiders just doing a great job on both ends of the basketball here to start this one out, as a nice offensive showing here as well from the Raiders. They only put up 57 points in their most recent win. They are well on their way to surpassing that mark with 44 points here in this first half. And the leader in that first half for your Purple Raiders was Emma Cannon. Cannon finishes the half with a game-high 14 points to lead the Raiders to a 44-29 lead here at the halftime break. Davis and I are going to take a short halftime break ourselves, but we will be back here getting you ready for second half action as the Raiders look to close out things here against the Muskingum Muskies. Back here on the women's basketball live stream, getting you ready for second half action as your Purple Raiders currently lead the Muskingum Muskies 44-29 here at the halftime break. Jacob Attar alongside me, Davis Roby, and Davis really a dominating first half for the Raiders. What were some stats really that stood out to you in that first half for the Raiders?
Yeah, for the Raiders in that first half, what I'm really looking at, Jacob, is Mount Union scored 17 points from turnovers. So being able to use that defense in order to create some turnovers for them, they've been using those chances very wisely and very well as second chance points. Scored 7 second chance points in that first half against Muskingum's 3. And going back to the turnovers, Muskingum's only scored 2 points from turnover. But also with the fast break, Mount Union has been doing a great job as well, scoring 7 points on fast breaks, as well as Muskingum only scoring 3 on fast breaks as well. So overall, doing a great job on the defensive side of the ball in order to push and get those fast breaks, those second chance points, and obviously scoring points off of turnovers as well.
Yeah, defense is really leading the offense in this one. It's like how you said, 10 turnovers in that first half. It led to 17 points off turnovers for the Raiders. Definitely been the difference maker in this one, as Mount Union just really doing a nice job with that press as well. A few steals in the backcourt off the press as well that has led to some easy baskets for Mount Union and really allowed the offense to thrive so far in the first half in this one. Mount Union's not the only team in women's basketball in action here tonight, as every team in the OAC is playing here. So some score updates from the other women's basketball games around the OAC. A big game in a battle for the top seed in the OAC. JCU is playing Baldwin Wallace in Berea right now. Baldwin Wallace entered tonight, the best team in the OAC. JCU, the second best team. John Carroll is currently beating the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets by a score of 35-19 at the halftime break in that one. Heidelberg is currently trailing Ohio Northern 37-28 in that one. That game is also at the half. Another game at the half, Wilmington currently putting an upset alert potentially on Otterbein, leading in that one 30-26. And lastly, rounding out the women's basketball scores here so far tonight, the Marietta Pioneers, who Mount Union could very well be seeing in the OAC tournament here next week, currently leading the Capital Comets 41-12 at the half in that one. And just a score update from the Mount Union men's basketball game down in New Concord. Mount Union at the half currently leads the Muskies by a score of 43-29. Braden Poole is having himself a heck of a basketball game down there right now. He leads the Raiders with 18 points at the half, as Chris Painter and Ethan Stanislavski each with 8 points for Mount Union. Both teams are getting set to take the floor here now as the Raiders try to close out a win in their last home regular season game of this season. So for Mount Union, it's going to be the starters: Madison Hensley, Corinna Maynard, Emma Cannon, Izzy Palamone, and Sarah Meach. And for the Muskies, it's going to be their starters of Hallie Moorhead, Tanner Worth, Taylor DeMassimo, Caitlin DeMassimo, and Sarah Miller. As Corinna Maynard now has it for the Raiders as we get set here for the second half to get set, as Meach now over to Palamone. Palamone down low inside to Maynard. Maynard goes up for the shot, but that one's going to be blocked. Will remain Mount Union ball.
Great defense right there from DeMassimo, using her body and the leverage against Corinna Maynard, blocking that shot and making it go out of bounds.
Maynard inbounds it here to Hensley. Hensley now over to Meach. There's 10 on the shot clock. Maynard now down low inside to Palamone. Palamone looking to go to work on Miller, goes up for the layup. Izzy Palamone gets things started here for the Raiders.
Beautiful post move right there from Palamone. Faked one way, went the other, and nice lay-in for the Purple Raiders.
So Taylor DeMassimo now swings it over to Caitlin DeMassimo, who will give it up to Tanner Worth. Worth now on the perimeter, back to DeMassimo, who feeds Caitlin DeMassimo down low in the post. She goes up too strong off the glass. Rebound Palamone. Palamone brings it up now for Mount Union. She hands it off to Sarah Meach. Meach now right back over to Palamone, who will give it up to Madison Hensley. Hensley now feeds Meach down low in the post. Picks up her dribble, goes up for the layup. It's no good. Gets her own miss though, but it's stripped away into the hands of Moorhead. Hallie Moorhead now brings it up for the Muskies. She will give that one up to DeMassimo, who swings it out to Worth. Right back down low to Caitlin DeMassimo, who swings over to Miller. And Sarah Miller hits the shot there from the free throw line.
Yeah, beautiful find right there from Caitlin DeMassimo. Going down into the post, using her body, finds Sarah Miller wide open, like you said, Jacob, at the free throw line and in for that jump shot.
Palamo now at the other end. Picks up her dribble in the post, and she kicks it out to Hensley, who pump fakes, drives, kicks it right back to Izzy Palamone, who weaves through defenders, but they're going to say that she picked up her dribble and put it right back on the floor. It's a double dribble violation. Ball back to Muskingum. Yeah,
definitely a double dribble right there from Palamone. I guess she just saw the lane and really wanted to take it all the way in for that layup.
So Casey Smith re-enters the game here for Muskingum as they trail by 15 with 8:11 to go here in the third quarter. As DeMassimo will kick that one over to Taylor DeMassimo now. As Taylor puts up the shot, and she's going to get fouled here by Madison Hensley. So Taylor DeMassimo heads to the line for two for Muskingum.
Hensley does a great job of staying with Taylor DeMassimo on that drive, but got too much of her arms and not the ball, which is the result of DeMassimo up at the line for two.
And so Hensley's going to get called for his second personal foul, first team foul of the third quarter, as DeMassimo's shot is good, makes it 46-32. And DeMassimo's second free throw is good as well. So the older of the DeMassimo sisters makes it now a 46-33. Muskingum trailing in this one. Maynard now kicks it over to Cannon. Cannon takes a screen from Palamo, then fires up a three. That's no good. Rebound, they're going to say it was last off Madison Hensley, and the ball will go back to Muskingum. So a substitution here for Mountain Union. Maddie Miles is going to check in as Meesh takes a seat, and Kelsey Glass is going to check in as Madison Hensley will take a seat as well now for the Raiders. So DeMassimo inbounds it here to Smith. Smith's going to bring things up now for Muskingum. She hands it off to Taylor DeMassimo, who drives, kicks it over to Miller. Near steal right there by Maynard, but they're going to call Corinna Maynard with the personal foul there. So for Maynard, that's her second personal and second team foul of the quarter.
Yeah, Maynard getting aggressive there against Sarah Miller, trying to poke that ball away, get something going, but fouled her instead.
Smith now takes a screen from Miller. She drives, kicks it out to Miller now, who has the extra pass over to DeMassimo. Taylor DeMassimo now will drive, kicks it out to Smith. Smith drives, kicks it out to Moorhead. Nice ball movement here is Caitlin DeMassimo with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Miller, who fires up the shot. And as the shot clock expires, Miller gets the shot to go for Muskingum.
Yeah, Miller kind of just throwing it up there for the Muskies and actually just made it in. Good work right there from the senior.
So the Raiders now on top of this one, 46-35, is at the other end. Maddie Miles off the slick Corinna Maynard feed, gets it to go there from downtown.
Yeah, Miles found herself wide open right there at the three-point line. Might as well pull the trigger and went in for the Purple Raiders.
Nice pump fake right there at the other end by Taylor DeMassimo. Gets the defender off her feet, drives and draws the foul on Maddie Miles. And so Taylor DeMassimo heads back to the free throw line for Muskingum.
Yeah, DeMassimo definitely got Maddie Miles up off her feet as Miles hits her too much with her body, which was the result of the foul, which puts DeMassimo up for two.
So some substitutions for both teams here is Lainey Ziegler and Jenna Reppert will return now for Mount Union, and Abby Jones will return for Muskingum along with Bailey Bishop, as DeMassimo's first free throw is no good. Score remains 49-35 Mount Union. Second free throw is good though, so Taylor DeMassimo now with 5 points in this one. It's 49-36 Raiders. Ziegler brings things up now for Mount Union, as she's guarded closely here by Smith. She will give that up now to Emma Cannon. Cannon on the perimeter, swings it over to Glass. Glass pump fakes, puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Ziegler, who fires the open three. That one's good. Lainey Ziegler now 6 points in this one. It's 52-36.
Yeah, nice high arcing shot right there from Lainey Ziegler, as she doesn't mind the pressure from Taylor DeMassimo, rises up and banks it in, or swishes it in, I should say, for the Purple Raiders.
Hallie Moorhead now at the other end, looks to go to work on Ziegler. She will hand that one off to Jones. Jones now cross court over to Smith. Smith drives baseline. She's cut off though, kicks it out to Moorhead, who hesitates, drives, and has it stolen away there by Lainey Ziegler. Ziegler now brings it up for the Raiders. She swings it over to Emma Cannon. McKinnon thought about the three, instead takes a screen from Reppert, drives inside for the wide open layup. Emma Cannon gives the Raiders their largest lead here of the night. They're on top 54-36 as Muskingum calls a timeout.
Emma Cannon doing a beautiful job using that pump fake and the screen right there to free herself wide open in the middle of the paint, where she found no contest. Easy lay-in with the left hand for the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, Emma Cannon now, her first 2 points of the second half. She's got 16 points now here tonight, as there's 5:49 left to go here in the third quarter. And your Purple Raiders really starting to gain a lot of separation here now. They are on top 54-36 in this one. The Raiders are shooting 42% from the floor here so far in this one. Much better than their 32% outing that they had in their most recent win against Capital. And the offense, you really know it's clicking when they only scored 57 points total for 4 quarters in their last game, and they already have 54 points here tonight. So Mount Union doing a great job here tonight of getting some easy offense. And so the 5 for Mount Union out of the timeout is Lainey Ziegler, Maddie Miles, Jenna Reppert, Emma Cannon, and Kelsey Glass. And meanwhile, for the Muskies, it's Bailey Bishop, Abby Jones, Tanner Worth, Casey Smith, and lastly, Taylor DeMassimo. As DeMassimo will inbound it here to Worth, as Worth is guarded full court here by Ziegler. And Worth will drive and weave her way into the lane, but puts up, it's no good. Rebound to Reppert.
Yeah, great effort right there from Tanner Worth. Just driving all the way, doing coast to coast. Just couldn't put it in for the Muskies.
It's Cannon with a nice hesitation on the perimeter. She blows right past the defender, gets to the rim, and draws the foul. So Emma Cannon heads back to the free throw line now for Mount Union.
Did it on the last offensive possession. Did it yet again right here, as what Jacob said, with a little pump fake for Emma Cannon. Drives in, gets fouled, doesn't make the shot, but makes her first free throw for the Purple Raiders in this second half.
So Cannon's now 5 for 5 from the free throw line. She's got 17 points. Second free throw is good as well. So Cannon now with 18 points. She's going to take a seat here as Katie Clark re-enters the game. And seeing her first action here tonight, Angela Vittantonio. As Emma Cannon, 6 for 6 from the free throw line so far, 18 points in this one. She's shooting around 90% from the free throw line this year, so Emma Cannon continues her great free throw shooting season. As Casey Smith, she breaks free of the Mount Union press and goes coast to coast there for the layup. So it's now 56-38 as Maddie Miles puts up the shot. That's no good. Well contested there by the Muskies. As Smith now will have it once more for Muskingum. She hands it off to DeMassimo, who pump fakes, drives, kicks it back out to Bishop. Bishop fires up the shot. No good. Rebound, Katie Clark.
Yeah, good look right there from Bishop. Just a little too hard with the shot as it hit this rim and went out.
It's Angela Vittantonio backs out on the post, kicks it back out to Kelsey Glass for the open three. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though, to Maddie Miles. Vittantonio once more now will kick it out to Lainey Ziegler. Ziegler over to Kelsey Glass now. As there's 7 on the shot clock, Maddie Miles fighting for inside post position. She's going to draw the foul here on Bailey Bishop. And so that's going to be Bishop's second personal, second team foul of the quarter.
Yeah, and Maddie Miles does a great job of keeping her position right there with that feed into the post. Got that bump from Bishop. Just stayed strong and good work.
Sarah Miller and Hallie Moorhead will return here for Muskingum as Ziegler, a near 5-second call. She's able to inbound it to Vittantonio. Vittantonio now hands it off to Katie Clark and takes a screen from Vittantonio as Clark now drives. There's 11 on the shot clock here. She swings it out to Kelsey Glass. Now 7 on the shot clock as Ziegler has it on the perimeter. Right back to Kelsey Glass, who fires at the contested three. That's blocked by DeMassimo. And DeMassimo tries to bring the ball up the court, but it's knocked out of bounds there by Katie Clark. It will remain Muskingum ball.
Yeah, Taylor DeMassimo all up in Kelsey Glass's grill right there. Beautiful block shot and took it on the other end.
Day Nash is going to return here for Mount Union as Ziegler will take a seat. Moorhead now looks to drive, and she goes into the body right there of Day Nash. Day Nash is going to get called for the blocking foul. So it's the second personal foul now for Day and the 4th team foul of the quarter. So it will be DeMassimo inbounding it here. She gives it up to Jones, who gives it over to Smith. Smith now looking to drive on Katie Clark, has that ball knocked out of her hands by Antonio. Will remain Muskingum ball. So now Caitlin DeMassimo will re-enter the game here for Muskingum, as Muskingum has their starting five with the exception of Abby Jones in place of Tanner Worth out on the floor now. As Moorhead kicks it out to Jones. Jones down low inside to Miller. Miller looking to go to work. A nice extra pass down low inside to Taylor DeMassimo, who heads back to the free throw line once again here in this third quarter.
Yeah, good find right there from Sarah Miller to Taylor DeMassimo, cutting to the basket. Got fouled right there from Katie Clark. Nonetheless, DeMassimo up at the line for two.
So Taylor DeMassimo's first free throw is up and good. Makes it 56-39. DeMassimo, the leading scorer this year for the Muskies at around 13 points per game. As the second free throw is up. That one's good as well. Trims the Mount Union lead back down to 56-40 now, as Muskingum will be in the bonus for the remaining 3:47 left to go in this quarter. Kelsey Glass now has it on the perimeter. She kicks it over to Katie Clark. Clark puts up the contested shot. That's no good. However, Maddie Miles fights for the extra possession, gets the offensive rebound, dribbles into a double team, kicks it out to Clark, who pump fakes, goes up for the layup. That one's blocked, but right back into her hands as she kicks it out to Kelsey Glass for the three, and the bank is open. Kelsey Glass from downtown.
Good work by Maddie Miles to get the ball back. Katie Clark with some wild sequences, but finds Kelsey Glass open for three, banks it off and in for the Raiders.
As DeMassimo tries to return the favor, and she's able to do so. Taylor DeMassimo responds with the three-pointer of her own. She's now got 10 points, 59-43. At the other end, Glass now tries to create another three-pointer. That one's in and out, no good. Gets her offensive rebound. It's blocked there by Miller into the hands of DeMassimo. It's a cross-court pass over to Hallie Moorhead. Moorhead somehow corrals that pass, but couldn't get the layup to go. Gets her own miss. Couldn't get the putback to go as well. Rebound Antonio.
Yeah, Moorhead got hit pretty hard right there from Day-Day Nash. Probably should have been a foul.
Antonio's cross-court pass over to Kelsey Glass for three is no good, but into the hands of Katie Clark. Clark now over to Day-Day Nash, who fires up a three of her own, and now it's going to bounce off the top of the backboard. It'll be out of bounds. Ball will go back to Muskingum.
Yeah, Day-Day Nash kind of surprised. She was left wide open right there from the three-point line, but couldn't get it to go in for the Purple Raiders.
Casey Smith will return here for Muskingum, and for the Raiders, Sarah Meach, Madison Hensley, and Izzy Palamon will all return. As Casey Smith brings things up now for Muskingum. She tries to go coast to coast, puts up the shot. That's no good. Katie Clark on the ground right now, seem to be favoring a knee, but she's able to get up under her own power, which is a very good sign. The ball will go back now to Mount Union. Katie Clark is going to take a seat here, though, after that fall, and Emma Cannon will return here for your Raiders. 2:23 left to go here in the third quarter. The Raiders in control of this one on top 59-43, as Emma Cannon now fends off a screen from Palamon and gives it up to her on the perimeter. Meach now pump fakes, kicks it over to Day-Day Nash. Nash now down low inside to Palamon, and Palamon, fighting for that post position, is going to draw the foul on Sarah Miller, and so that'll be just the 13th foul here of the quarter for Muskingum. So a substitution here for the Muskies. Kenzie Bicking will return now for the Muskies, as Day-Day Nash inbounds it here. And she gives that one up to Palamon. Palamon with a nice cut towards the basket, gets to the rim for two.
Beautiful find right there from Day-Day Nash. Finds Palamon open in the post, as Palamon just brings it up strong against Miller and puts it in for the Raiders.
As Moorhead tries to get that over to Caitlin DeMassimo, but it's stolen away by Palamon. Meach now has it. She swings it over to Madison Hensley, who fires up the three, and that one's good. The transition three there from Madison Hensley. Aaron Eaton has seen enough. Another time out here for the Muskies, as the Raiders have opened up a 21-point lead.
Nice sequence right there. Palamon with the steal on the offensive side of the ball for the Muskingum Muskies, which finds Madison Hensley wide open for that three-pointer, puts it in for the Purple Raiders as they extend their lead to 21 points right now against the Muskingum Muskies.
Everything seems to be falling now for the Raiders, as they find themselves, like how Davis mentioned, with a 21-point lead here, a minute 42 left to go in the third quarter. Mount Union's now made 8 three-pointers in this one. They're 8 for 25 from the three-point line. They've been putting them up a lot here this evening. as the Muskies will get set to inbound the ball here. It'll be Caitlin DeMassimo inbounding it to Tanner Worth. Worth brings things up now for Muskingum. She's guarded by Day Nash. Now over to DeMassimo. Gives it over to Bicking. Bicking now over to Worth. Who will take a screen from Miller, and she drives. Swings it out to Moorhead, who fires up the open three. That's in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, though. Day Nash and Madison Hensley collide, so the ball will return to Muskingum.
Yeah, in that situation, you kind of just let someone go grab that rebound. Don't fight for it against each other. I mean, you're both trying to get the rebound there for your team, so you might as well just let one person go grab it instead of both of you.
Off the inbound, Caitlin DeMassimo can't get her hook shot to go. Meach comes up with the rebound, has it nearly stripped away, but it's into the hands of Day Nash. Cannon now has it on the perimeter for Mountain Union. She kicks it out to Madison Hensley. Hensley now over to Day Nash as Nash drives baseline, goes up for the layup. That's no good. Rebound Miller.
Day Nash with a nice drive into the post. Even with the nice defense on Worth, was able to get that shot off, but just missed for the Purple Raiders.
It's at the other end. Impressive three right there from Kenzie Bicking as she was a few feet behind that three-point line. She gets it to go there for Muskingum. 64-46 now, 42 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Hensley's shot is good right there. A nice mid-range shot by Madison Hensley off the glass.
Hensley stopping on a dime right there. Takes that mid-range jump shot, like you said, Jacob. Banks it in for the Purple Raiders.
3 second difference here between shot clock and game clock as Bicking has it on the perimeter. She feeds Miller down low inside. My apologies, DeMassimo. As DeMassimo fires it out to Moorhead. Moorhead's three, no good, into the hands of Day Nash. Nash now tried to get it over to Meach, but she was trapped, and it's a turnover to Moorhead, who gets the layup up, and she's going to draw the personal as Hallie Moorhead heads to the free throw line here for two.
Yeah, good immediate reaction from Worth and Bicking to both corral Day Nash as soon as she got that rebound in order to force that turnover into the hands of Haley Moorhead. Couldn't put it in for the Muskies though, but she is up at the line for two.
So Moorhead's first free throw is up and good. 66-47, Hallie Moorhead. It's a freshman this year, the 5'7" guard, hails from nearby Southeast High School in Deerfield, Ohio. So a homecoming of some sorts here for Moorhead. As second free throw is in and out. Fight for the rebound. Now the Muskies come up with it. There's now 6 seconds here in the quarter. 4 seconds as Miller down low inside of DeMassimo. 1 second left. She's got to get up the shot here, but she's able to do so. So nice end of the quarter there for Muskingum as Caitlin DeMassimo gets to the rim for two.
Yeah, nice little left-handed layup right there from DeMassimo. Very impressive.
So with that, the quarter will end with the Raiders on top in this one, 66-49 as we head into the fourth quarter here tonight. And Davis, what do the Raiders have to do in this fourth quarter to close things out here tonight against the Muskies?
Just need to keep playing their own game. They're up by 17 points right here on the Muskies. So I wouldn't change much. Keep playing hard on defense and keep putting up your shots on offense. Just hold your lead and play content.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's really no need to rush or do anything out of the ordinary for the Raiders. They've played very well through 3 quarters of action here so far tonight. As in the first time these two teams met earlier in the season, the Raiders also came away with the victory. They only scored 66 points in that game. They defeated Muskingum down in New Concord 66-48 earlier in the season. So already a much more higher scoring game from both teams in this one, as the Raiders look to close things out here and really clinch the 6th seed heading into next week's OAC tournament. So for your Raiders, it's going to be Maddie Miles, Emma Cannon, Corinna Maynard, Kelsey Glass, and Izzy Palamone. And for the Muskies, it is going to be Tanner Worth, Hallie Moorhead, Bailey Bishop, Taylor DeMassimo, and lastly, rounding out that 5 will be Abby Jones. Muskingum will have it here to start the fourth quarter as Bishop pump fakes and drives. That pass is going to be deflected out of bounds there by Corinna Maynard. Will remain Muskingum ball.
Yeah, Jacob, good play right there from Bishop. Got Palamon off her feet with the pump fake, but Corinna Maynard with a great defensive awareness to poke that ball out of bounds, like you said.
Moorhead over now to Taylor DeMassimo. DeMassimo drives, and she definitely traveled right there, did not gather herself. It'll be a turnover for Muskingum. So 18 seconds into this fourth quarter, Raiders on top by 17, as Maynard brings things up now for Mount Union. She gives it up to Kelsey Glass. Glass now takes a screen from Palamone, swings it out to Maddie Miles. Miles now will set a screen for Maynard as Palamone gives it up to Emma Cannon. Cannon now steps back, fires up a three. That's in and out, no good. Rebound though to Palamone. Palamone now trying to go up on Bailey Bishop, and she gets the difficult shot to go right there. Izzy Palamone with a chance for an and one opportunity.
Didn't give up on the play right there. Palamone grabbing that rebound, taking it up strong against Bailey Bishop and in for the Purple Raiders. Wonderful post play right there from the senior.
So Izzy Palamone now with 10 points, make it 11 points. Raiders on top 69-49. Palamone with 11 points, 7 rebounds in this one. And the Raiders still continue to shoot perfect from the free throw line here tonight, 11 for 11. As Moorhead picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Tanner Worth. Worth now down low inside. She feeds Bailey Bishop, whose shot's no good. Great defense there by Palamone as she brings things up now for Mount Union. Cannon now with it on the perimeter. She kicks it over to Maynard, swings it right back over to Emma. As Cannon now feeds Palamone down low in the post. She goes up for the layup, but that one's blocked right there by Jones. And now Tanner Worth brings things up here for Muskingum. As DeMassimo steps into a three. That one's good. Taylor DeMassimo having a great second half. She's got 13 points at 69-52.
Yeah, and even with a little pressure right there from Kelsey Glass, does a nice job setting her feet and going up strong for the Muskies.
Kelsey Glass now takes a screen from Palamone. Palamone now on the perimeter, swings a nice pass down low inside to Miles, who fakes it, puts up the spinning shot, and that one's good. Maddie Miles with 11 points now, 71-52.
Very impressive shot right there from the sophomore. Like you said, Jacob does a nice little spin move, frees her way up for that fadeaway, banks it in, and puts it in for the Raiders.
As Kelsey Glass is going to get called for the personal here, and she's moving a little bit gingerly, so she's going to take a seat as Madison Hensley, Haley Haywood, Jenna Reppert will all return now for Mount Union. And for Muskingum, Caitlin DeMassimo and Casey Smith will return here. As Tanner Worth, she drives, goes up, and it's definitely travel right there. She was wide open, just took a two extra steps. Ball will go back to Mount Union. Maynard brings things up now for the Raiders in firm control of this one, on top by 19 with 8 minutes left to go in this game. As Maynard now picks up her dribble and swings it cross court over to Hensley. Hensley fires up the contested three, no good, into the hands of Caitlin DeMassimo. DeMassimo now nearly has it stripped from behind right there by Madison Hensley. The ball will remain here with Muskingum.
Yeah, Caitlin DeMassimo trying to find someone in the post right there, but Madison Hensley still hustling on that play. And like you said, Jacob just pokes the ball out of bounds.
Caitlin DeMassimo goes up for the layup. That one's no good. Rebound into the hands of Maddie Miles, and Miles goes down to the ground as DeMassimo gets called for the foul right there. It's going to be her third personal, second team foul of the quarter. And so some substitutions here once more for Muskingum as Sarah Miller and Hallie Moorhead will return now for Muskingum. It's Coretta Maynard now. Brings it up for Mount Union once more. She'll take a screen from Maddie Miles. She gives it up to Haywood. Haywood takes a screen from Reppert. As Haley Haywood fires up the shot, that's no good. Follows her own shot though, stuck with the play, but it's going to be out of bounds there off Mount Union. Muskingum regains possession. DeMassimo brings things up now for the Muskies. Need to get something going here as they find themselves trailing by 19. Abby Jones takes a screen from Miller. Now looks to go to work on Hensley as Jones drives, goes up strong for the layup, and Abby Jones now makes it 71-54.
Yeah, Jones does a great job of just driving in and getting that layup in for the Purple Raiders.
And at the other end, a quick three right there as Haley Haywood gets it to go from the corner off the nice Coretta Maynard pass. It's 74-54 Mount Union. As Abby Jones now has it on the perimeter, she kicks it over to Miller. Miller now down low to DeMassimo. DeMassimo finds a wide open Abby Jones who gets to the rim for the easy two.
Yeah, Abby Jones yet again. Great positioning right there in the post. A nice pass in to her as she banks it in for the Muskies.
Coretta Maynard fires up a three at the other end for the Raiders, and that one's no good. Rebound to the Muskies. That's now Hallie Moorhead. Moorhead swings it on over to DeMassimo. DeMassimo pump fakes, goes up for the layup, no good. Rebound Reppert. Jenna Reppert now brings things up for Mount Union. She kicks over to Maddie Miles. Miles is bulldozed over right there by Caitlin DeMassimo as she goes down to the ground. DeMassimo picks up her 4th personal foul, 3rd team foul of the quarter.
Yeah, Caitlin DeMassimo and Maddie Miles both going for that ball right there. But like you said, Jacob, as Caitlin DeMassimo just knocks Maddie Miles to the floor, which was the result of that foul right there.
So Lainey Ziegler is going to return here for Mount Union, and for Muskingum, Tanner Worth is going to return for the Muskies, as Hensley now will give it up to Haywood. Haywood drives, a nice take right there by Haywood. She's going to draw the personal on Abby Jones. It's going to be another out of bounds here for Mount Union. So Lainey Ziegler is going to inbound it here from underneath the basket for the Raiders. Just under 6 minutes to go here in this one. Mount Union on top by 18 as Hensley now out to Meach. Meach will kick it over to Reppert. Reppert thought about the 3, instead gives it up to Ziegler. Ziegler now will take a screen from Jenna Reppert and kick it right back over to her as Reppert fires up a 3. That's no good. Meach fighting for that rebound is going to get called here for the over-the-back foul. And so ball will go back to Muskingum.
Yeah, Meach trying to make a play on the ball. Didn't have the positioning against the Muskie rebounder as well, and which was, like you said, Jacob, the result of that call.
Kenzie Bicking will return here for Muskingum as Worth hands it off to Moorhead. Moorhead now with a nice behind-the-back move right back over to Tanner Worth. Worth now around the perimeter they go as Bicking will feed Sarah Miller. Miller picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Moorhead. Moorhead drives, trying to get it back to Sarah Miller, but it's stolen away by Meach.
Good pressure right there from Jenna Reppert, and great awareness from Sarah Meach to get that steal.
As Meach gives it up to Ziegler, who fires up the 3. That's no good. The rebound to the Muskies. As Worth now brings it up for Muskingum. She kicks it over to Bicking. Bicking looking to drive on Reppert. She goes up for the layup. A nice contested shot right there goes for Kenzie Bicking.
Yeah, a little beautiful play right there from Kenzie Bicking. Fakes the 3-pointer, drives in with a nice little layup, Euro step combo, and in for the Muskies.
At the other end, Hensley's 3 is no good, but Jenna Reppert comes up with the steal here for Mount Union as Lainey Ziegler is going to slow things down. The Raiders firm control here as Hensley takes a screen from Reppert. She swings it over to Meach. Meach now over to Ziegler, who will now take a screen from Sarah Meach herself. There's 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Haley Haywood now looking to drive. She goes up strong for the layup. That one's good. A nice take there by Haley Haywood.
Yeah, and Haywood uses that fake screen right there from Jenna Reppert. Finds herself wide open in the lane and up and in for the Purple Raiders.
So it's now 76-58 as DeMassimo goes up strong for the layup. That one's good. The and one opportunity now for Taylor DeMassimo.
Yeah, Taylor DeMassimo eats up the contact against Jenna Reppert and puts it in nice and strong for the Muskies.
So for Muskingum, it'll be number 35, Brooke Baird, seeing her first action here tonight as Angela Vittantonio and Emma Cannon will return for Mount Union. And Caitlin DeMassimo also with a late substitution here now for Muskingum. So 4:05 left to go in this one. Mount Union in firm control here, 76-60. As DeMassimo tries to complete the 3-point play, she's able to do so. It's now 76-61. Taylor DeMassimo with 16 points here tonight. As Emma Cannon has it on the perimeter now for Mount Union. She kicks it over to Kelsey Glass. Glass fires up the 3. That's no good. Into the hands of Caitlin DeMassimo. So now Taylor DeMassimo looks to drive on Kelsey Glass. She goes up for the layup. And a nice heads-up play there by Kelsey Glass. Gets her hands in there. Forces the jump ball. The ball goes back to Mount Union. So with that turnover once more for Muskingum, Lainey Ziegler is now going to bring things up for Mount Union. Ziegler crosses that half-court timeline and will kick it over to Kelsey Glass. Glass takes a screen from Vittantonio, swings it over to Miles, who swings it over to Cannon. Emma Cannon now tries to feed Maddie Miles down low inside. Miles with a nice save there as Ziegler down low inside to Vittantonio. Great ball movement there. Sets up Vittantonio with the nice layup. And off the inbound. Maddie Miles almost comes up with the steal, so great sequence there overall by the Raiders. Nonetheless, Muskingum brings things up now. It's Bicking drives, kicks over to Caitlin DeMassimo. Caitlin DeMassimo gets the shot to go. It's 78-63. Off the inbound, Hallie Moorhead steals Maddie Miles' pass, goes up strong for the layup. It's going to draw the foul on Maddie Miles and head to the free throw line.
Yeah, some nice passing between Bicking and DeMassimo, which results in that layup, and then Haley Moorhead coming up big, seeing the defensive awareness, jump and stealing that pass, which is the reason why she's up at the line for 2.
So Moorhead's first free throw is up and good. Hallie Moorhead now, 3 points in this one. 78-64 Mount Union as Maynard checks back in here for the Raiders with 3:02 left to go here in the fourth quarter. So Hallie Moorhead hits both free throws now. It's 13-point Mount Union lead. Maynard kicks it over to Kelsey Glass, as Glass will find Emma Cannon. Cannon now takes a screen from Miles, crosses over now, and will take a screen from Vitantonio. Cannon now over to Kelsey Glass, as there's 11 seconds here on the shot clock. Maynard now has it on the perimeter. She gives it up to Emma Cannon, as Cannon fires up the 3. That's no good off the front rim, and rebound to Abby Jones. Abby Jones pushes the pace here now for Muskingum. She kicks it over to Bicking. Bicking puts it on the floor, tries to feed DeMassimo down low inside, but it's stolen away there by the Raiders.
Yeah, great play right there from Emma Cannon, trying to get that post action into DeMassimo, but deflects the ball into Corinna Maynard's hands.
Corinna Maynard is going to hold the ball here, and she gives it up now to Emma Cannon. 13 seconds on the shot clock, 2:05 on the game clock, as Miles fighting for that post position. Is going to draw the foul here on Hallie Moorhead. And so Maddie Miles, I do believe, is going to be getting free throws here, and that is what the referee is signaling, as Mount Union will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Maddie Miles heads to the free throw line for 2. 2:04 left to go in this one. Raiders on top here, 78-65. First free throws in and out, no good. Score remains 78-65.
And that is the first free throw Mount Union has missed all night.
They've made their first 11 attempts, but right there, Maddie Miles can't get either to go. So score remains 78-65. As now DeMassimo will kick it over to Abby Jones. Jones now down low inside to Caitlin DeMassimo. Caitlin DeMassimo will swing that over to Baird. That one's no good. And the rebound there to Maddie Miles. And now Emma Cannon has the ball on the perimeter, as the clock did not start there for that whole entire possession of Muskingum. So now the clock is going to start here for Mount Union, as precious time ticks away now for Muskingum. As Cannon now over to Maynard. Maynard over to Kelsey Glass. Glass swings it over to Maddie Miles. Miles now cross court over to Vitantonio. Vitantonio pump fakes with 6 on the shot clock. She drives baseline, kicks it out to Glass. Glass fires up a deep 3. That one's good. Kelsey Glass with the deep 3 makes it 81-65.
Vitantonio does a great job of getting herself out of a bad situation. Finds Kelsey Glass for a very deep 3-pointer and in for the Purple Raiders.
As DeMassimo feeds Abby Jones down low inside, Jones draws the foul, and Jones will head to the free throw line here for 2. Some substitutions here for Mount Union, as Haley Haywood will return for Mount Union. Seeing their first action here tonight are a pair of Raiders, as number 20, Coletta Miller, will see her first action, and number 12, Emma Alaya, will see her first action here tonight as well. Alaya is a freshman from Struthers, Ohio. Coletta Miller, the freshman from Minerva. First free throw is up and good for Jones, makes it 81-66 here. Jones now with 9 points in this one. And while we have a quick moment, just a score update from down in New Concord. Men's basketball team on top of Muskingum in that one, 2:58 left to go. On top 77-57, Braden Poole, 24 points for Mount Union. Ethan Stanislawski has 14 points, and Chris Painter and Darrell Newsom with 13 points each for the Raiders. So the referees are talking something over. I'm not entirely sure what the call is here on the floor. But nonetheless, there's a minute 21 left to go in this one. Raiders in firm control on top by 15. It's just been a great offensive performance all the way around from the women's basketball team here tonight, as Jones, they're going to send both teams to the bench now. So really not entirely sure what the call is here on the floor. We'll hopefully get an explanation. And a bizarre situation right here. I assume it's a technical foul of some sorts. I'm not entirely sure what the technical free throw would be on. But nonetheless, Kenzie Bicking gets 2 technical free throws to go. Most likely, from my prior experience, I used to work actually down at the scorer's table for high school basketball games. It could be a number situation where somebody might have had the wrong number in the scorer's book. That's a technical foul. That's the only thing I could think of. As now Jones heads to the free throw line for her free throw. That's good. 81-69, a 4-point possession now for Muskingum. As Haley Haywood has it now, she brings things out for the Raiders. Tries to kick it over to Coletta Miller, but that's stolen away here. As Bicking fires up the 3, and that one's short. Fight for the rebound, and Angela Vittonio comes up with it now. Vittonio tries to go cross court. It's stolen away right there by the Muskies, and Bailey Baird gets to the rim for 2.
Yeah, and Baird read that pass perfectly as she intercepts it and puts it in for a nice layup.
Vittonio now over to Haley Haywood. Haywood fires up the 3. That one's good. Should put the cherry on top of this one as Haley Haywood now 8 points, 84-71.
Yeah, Haywood uncontested and unguarded right there for the 3. Swishes it in for the Purple Raiders.
Bicking tries to return the favor, but it's no good. Rebound into the hands of Maddie Miles. 33 seconds left to go in this one. The Raiders can just dribble out the clock here until about the 10-second mark. So there's 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock. As Aliyah tries to kick that one out to Coletta Miller, but Miller just couldn't corral it, and the ball will go back to Muskingum. So the Raiders are about to pick up a victory here, clinch that 6th seed in the OAC tournament. Their finale will be, they'll be traveling down to Otterbein for their regular season finale to take on the Cardinals. And they will await their opponent in the OAC tournament next week, as DeMassimo's shot is no good. Maddie Miles comes up with the rebound now for Mount Union and tries to get it over to Haywood, turns the ball over here with 2.9 seconds to go. Muskingum will inbound it and certainly dribble out the clock here, as DeMassimo inbounds it. And a last-second shot here by Moorhead is no good. Final score in this one, the Raiders come up with the 84-71 victory over the Muskies in their regular season home finale. And Davis, what were your final thoughts in this one as the Raiders pick up the big win?
Yeah, the Raiders played a good all-around game tonight, against the Muskingum Muskies, finishing with 40% from the floor, 30% from 3, 11 for 13 for the free throw line, 84% clip. Did a great job on the offensive side of the ball, as well as forcing turnovers against the Muskies with 18. So overall, great game by Mount Union. Definitely something great to look forward to the OAC tournament, and good luck to them.
Yeah, that's for sure. We will await their opponent in the OAC tournament at the conclusion of the regular season. As of right now, it is looking like the Marietta Pioneers, but that's not set in stone. But the Raiders for sure will be on the road as well, as they have the 6th seed, so they will be on the road for the OAC tournament. And just taking a look at the men's basketball game, just one more update. That game just went final as well. Purple Raider men's basketball team pick up the 82-61 victory, led by Braden Poole with 24 points in that one. So a pair of victories tonight for both the men's and women's basketball teams. As taking a look at the final stat leaders, as the Muskies were led by Taylor DeMassimo, who finished with 16 points. Caitlin DeMassimo, Kenzie Bicking, and Abby Jones each finished with 10 points for the Muskies here tonight. And for your Purple Raiders, Emma Cannon led the way with 18 points in this one, while Izzy Palamone and Maddie Miles added 11 points of their own. So that will do it here for the home regular season, really for both squads. The men's basketball team is also on the road on Saturday. So now it's tournament time, and we love tournament time here at Mountain Union. Hopefully both teams can make some noise. We wish them the best of luck as they venture out into the OAC tournament next week. And so for the great Davis Roby, my name is Jacob Attar, and as always, it's a great day to be a Purple Raider.